believe this is a very sad day for America. This should never happen. If you challenge an election, you should be able to challenge an election. I thought the election was a rigged election, a stolen election, and I should have every right to do that. As you know, you have many people that you've been watching over the years do the same thing, whether it's Hillary Clinton or Stacey Abrams or many others. When you have that great freedom to challenge, you have to be able to, otherwise you're going to have very dishonest elections. What has taken place here is a travesty of justice. We did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. And everybody knows it. I've never had such support. And that goes with the other ones, too. What they're doing is election interference. They're trying to interfere with an election. There's never been anything like it in our country before. This is their way of campaigning. And this is one instance, but you have 3 other instances. It's election interference. So I want to thank you for being here. We did nothing wrong at all, and we have every right, every single right, to challenge an election that we think is dishonest, that we think is very dishonest. So thank you all very much, and I'll see you very soon. Thank you very much.
Did you pardon yourself?
I was disabled from the previous time.
In this video, what I'd like to talk about is this whole disgraceful scene and the folks that are all caught up in this, that you can't express your thoughts in reference to a stolen election. If you're Trump, you can't do it. But if you're Hillary Clinton, have at it. You can do it. If you're what's her name? The one in Georgia. What's her name? Stacey. If you're Stacey Abrams, you can do it. Hell, we've seen Maxine Waters stood up in Congress on the House floor and talked about election denying. All of these things. Nobody's gone to jail before. Nobody's had charges put against them. But they're going to make an example out of Trump. This is where we are in the society. And as I say, I know that God's hands is upon this. This is where we are in the society. So I'm going to put up President Trump's mugshot. You can see there. And then I'm going to put up the mugshots of all 18 of them. You can see it right there or right there. And it is a disgrace. These people, they have mugshots of these people. This woman in Georgia, this DA, this whatever she is, this woman has balls of ginormous, because she has done some unprecedented things that we have never seen in this country. This is America. We're not in some third world country. This is the people leave their countries because of these kinds of persecutions, and they come to America for a safe haven. They come to America for a safe haven. And this is what's turning into the safe haven. This is what's happening to the safe haven. The safe haven is being taken over by the other ideas in other countries. Right? So, with America being taken, where do we have to go to now? Because America is being ruined, right? It's being ruined, not just by illegals, not just by progressives, but it is being ruined fundamentally. Our causes, our principles, our Constitution, our morals, all of them are being dismantled, piece by piece, lie by lie, persecution by persecution. And it's a disgrace. So we're going to take on a couple of videos, and we're going to have President Trump talk a little bit about addressing this situation when he left the courthouse yesterday afternoon. And we're going to see another short video in reference to the Blacks for Trump, the people that showed up to express their thoughts, feelings for Trump. And I recognized a few people in the video from when I was in Miami, when they had the indictments up in Miami. I went up for that, and I will probably, maybe I'll clip a video of myself on the ground in Miami at that indictment. Just again, more Black voices for Trump.
Trump, release your fuck hicks! Show us! Show the public! Jesus is king! 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 Reacción terrorista comunismo now! We escaped communism 64 years ago! And we're really putting the fight out!
If they coming after him, they gonna come after all men.
Trump won, baby.
Last vessel.
I am homeless. Here for you. Here
He
for
said
my
that
Savior,
you're the
Jesus
listless
Christ,
vessel.
who gave us President
Let's
Donald
vessel.
Trump.
A sociopath.
He's not a
A sociopath, a grifter.
He's not.
That indictment, just again, more Black voices for Trump. Out here. And I actually, in one of the videos, I noticed one of the women, this was the deranged woman who challenged me in Miami. Matter of fact, I'll stick that clip in.
You can see her green card. No, I want to know what she means about that on her sign.
This is not what he was expecting. This is not what he was expecting.
No, at the very top, Black save, Blacks will save.
They were calling me all kinds of, and I from her performance here and the same performance she gave to me in Miami. I guess this woman is a paid, I don't know what, to travel around, I guess, to do these things, because that was in Miami and now she's in Georgia, spewing her filth and her nonsense. And so, but yeah, she challenged me in Miami and they were heckling me and oh, you're Black, how can you be for Trump and all this? So, and thank God for a good friend of mine who came up along right when they were, attacking me. And he said, look, Amania, it ain't even worth it. Don't get caught up in some screaming match, because they had their bullhorn. And every time I tried to speak, they were in my ear, in my face. Every time I tried to make a point or say anything, speak at all, they were, I mean, it was disgraceful. And I'm so glad to you, friend, for coming along and talking me down and taking me away, not to engage in the nonsense that day we were up there. So thank you. But I'll play a couple of those clips, and I'm not sure if I'm going to react. I'm not sure how this video is really going to go, but I just wanted to address it. But one thing I will do, I have a clip in Twitter where they have all of the different mug shots of everybody and line items of what it is that they've done. So we're going to dive into that, and maybe I can cover all 18 of them, including President Trump, in this thing, just to, I guess they gave a synopsis of what these people are being charged for. I mean, again, 18, these people have people killing people out there in their streets. They have shootings every weekend. They have all kinds of shit going on in their shithole countries, in their shithole counties. And this is what their energy is. This is where their energies are. They're bringing these people in this way. But you got JoJo and Devontae down the street down there shooting every day and ain't shit. happening to them. It's a disgrace. But you know what? This is fueling we, the people, because people are seeing that this is wrong. People are seeing that this is disgraceful. People are seeing that this is a witch hunt. People are seeing the nonsense. And the people stand with Trump. We, the people, stand with Trump, and we are seeing this for what it is. It's political persecution here in America. Political persecution. And we are going to stand up against this. And again, we know the Bible says these things are going to come, but we have to stand up and fight for truth at the same time. We have to stand up for truth at the same time. So, let us go into the reading of this. I'm going to share my screen and let's get into this. What do they call it? It's Twitter. There it is. Okay, so, oh my goodness, look at this. Oh, defendant role in charges and the status. Yo, what is this? Let's read it. Donald John Trump, twice impeached, quadruply indicted, FOTUS, career criminal. Yo, where did this come from? Career criminal, they call the man. But yet Joe Biden ain't no career criminal. Let me do this real quick, see what happens with this. Can I see it here? But Joe Biden's not a career criminal. Joe Biden, who's now trying to get another 24 billion for Ukraine and the Ukraine regime. That's not criminal. That's not criminal. His son Hunter Biden, the big guy. That's not criminal. Nah. But Trump is a mob boss. God help me get through this reading, because if I don't scream and break something, the Lord is with me. The Lord is with me. The Lord is with me. Okay, let's read this again. Oh boy. Let's read it. Violation of Georgia RICO. I think I'll make this bigger because I can't really read them this small. Okay. Violations for Georgia RICO Act solicitation of violation of oath by public office. 3 counts. Conspiracy to commit impersonating a public officer. Conspiracy to conspiracy to commit forgery in his first degree. 2 count. Conspiracy to commit false statement in writings. 2 count. Conspiracy to commit filing false documents, filing false statements and writings. 2 count. Dude, is this for real? I don't know. Is this for real? Bond 200. Rudy Guliani, role. Served as Trump's personal attorney and was central for, did we miss something? Oh, we read it. Served as Trump's personal attorney and was central to efforts by the Trump team to overturn Joe Biden's 2020 election victory in special battleground states, including Georgia, by promoting unsupported claim of vast election fraud. These people stole a goddamn election. And you can't say they stole an election? I mean, literally, look at what's happening. These people have been charged. These people are indicted. These people have mug shots because they expressed their First Amendment right in America? Yo. My head is spinning, y'all. Literally, my head is spinning. Charged, what was that? 13. He got 13 charges. How many charges did they give Trump? Okay, Church 13 violations of Georgia RICO, 3-count of solicitation of violation of oath by public officer, 3-count of false statement writing. Yo, this is the biggest joke I've ever looked at. This is a joke. Writings and conspiracy to commit impersonation of public office, 2 counts of conspiracy to commit first-degree forgery. The man is a lawyer. He speaks on what happened to attorney-client privilege. Like, what happened? Like, what? I don't understand this. This is crazy. Booked and on pre-trial release. Go to my shit. Oh. He's been booked and is on pre-trial release. What's that mean? He paid the bail. He had to pay $150,000 bail. Rudy Giuliani, the hammer who cleaned up New York City. I can't. Ray Smith. Oh my God. He's a lawyer. His one was $50,000. Filed one of Trump's campaign election challenges in the state court and sent a letter. The state officials raising concern about voter fraud. He also attended the meeting of Trump's electors in Atlanta on December 14th, 2020. This is another lawyer. We're gonna try to move through this quickly because this is Looney Tunes. He's booked in on pre-trial release. What else did he do? Violation, RICO. I guess it's the same thing as everybody else. They're all getting that. And we've got Kathy Latham, Coffee County. I thought it was Coffee Counter. I said they out there roping coffee workers. They're roping baristas. Kathy Latham, Coffee County GOP chairman. Oh my God. Oh, her. Damn, she's roped up too. I remember her. I remember this during this whole thing. She spoke up. So she's in trouble too. Roll. One of Trump's electors who signed certificates in a bid to keep Trump in power. Records show that Latham was also involved in an effort to provide unauthorized access to election equipment in the Coffee County. She wanted them to see the machines for evidence. Yo, they roped her too. She spoke on January 6th with Hall, who helped lead the effort. Surveillance footage shows the following day Latham met Hall and computer forensics contractors working for pro-Trump lawyers at Coffee County election office, where the contractors copied county election software. Latham appeared to introduce the contractors to the county officials and proposed for a selfie with one of them. My God, they're taking her down for goddamn selfies too. Her for selfies too. Latham later denied going into the election office on January 7 and denied involvement in the copying. She's roped in. She's in for $75K. She's booked in on pre-trial status. Okay. Or did we skip? Hold on, Sydney. I'm getting to you, girl. Here is more of these folks. This one, Robert Shealy, another lawyer. Oh, everybody's lawyers. Okay. Another one, lawyer, showed 50,000 he's in for. Showed videos from the State Farm Arena as he questioned the results of the presidential election when he testified in December 2020 before the Georgia Senate. He represented election skeptics who sought to renew ballots and separately served as an attorney for Latham. He got 10 charges. Oh, dear God. We're not going to go through all this, but let's see. Same thing as Rudy Giuliani, I'm sure. Oh, status booked on pretrial for release. Next one is John Eastman, Trump's lawyer. He's in for $100K. What did he do? He clerked for Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas. Well, there you go, friend. That was your first mistake. Clerking for a black Supreme Court justice. Right there, we knew you was bad news, right? We knew he was bad news. He clerked for a Negro Supreme Court justice. Okay. He played a key role in developing an outlandish legal strategy. Oh God, it was outlandish. To try to help Trump stay in power by using the vice presidential ceremonial role overseeing the election certification. Is it certification? Yeah. Proceeding. Eastman and Giuliani met with Georgia state senators in December of 2020 and urged them to disregard the election results. You know, that election, Joe Biden campaigned from his basement. In his basement, he campaigned, not in front of the American people. In his basement, he campaigned, never out there in the public square. And he won with more votes than Barack Hussein Obama. I mean, the popular Barack Hussein Obama. Biden got more votes than him. And he never left the house. Trump, who filled arenas. And by the way, I was in many of those arenas. And I was in Georgia for that rally when we went to support Herschel and the other Georgia candidates. I was there. It was an amazing rally. But again, Trump was out there, rally after rally after rally, campaign after campaign after, out there doing the hard work, getting the votes in Georgia. Did Biden ever step foot in Georgia to campaign? I mean, they're trying so hard to, Biden, President Biden won the election and all this. Did Biden step foot in Georgia to campaign in 2020, y'all? How did he do that? I know Trump did, because I was there. Did Biden leave the basement to go into Georgia to do a rally? No, Amania, no. He was locked up in the basement. Let's move on. Anyway, our friend John Eastman is booked on pretrial. And wait. Disbarment hearings are on the way? Oh my God. They're going to disbar this man? Yo, what kind of... What the hell is this? They're looking to take this man's livelihood. They're looking to take... We've got to stand up and rise up against this. This is some bullshit. This is some nonsense. That should not be happening to Americans in America. When the other side are the true criminals here. The other side, the true criminals here. Unbelievable. He helped organize and chaired... Who are we on? We're on to David. David Schaefer, former GOP chairman. He helped organize and chaired the meeting of Trump's election on December 14th, 2020. He helped chair. It's a meeting. It's a GOP meeting, and he's the chair. Like, it's a meeting. He's the chair. Like, what do you mean? What are you talking about, my dude? What do you mean? He helped organize and chaired the meeting for Trump's electors on December 14th, 2020. Let's push on. Let's push this boat across. Let's push this boat across the way. The riverboat, the riverboat, the riverboat. Was that in Georgia? No. Where was that? Oh, God, where was that? Mississippi? Alabama. Pushing the boat. Pushing the boat. Anyway, let's move on. So, our friend David Schaefer, the chair of the GOP, he also served as the elector and stated during the meeting that the electors were meeting and voting purely to preserve their legal remedy in the event an election challenge prevailed in court. Violations of Georgia RICO. Oh my God, he got 8 charges. Violations of Georgia's RICO, impersonating a public officer. What does that even mean? I keep hearing that. Impersonating a public officer? He's a lawyer. He's not a lawyer. I don't know what he is, but they said the same thing about John Eastman, and didn't they? Impersonating conspiracy theories. Oh my God. Let's move on. He's in for 75,000. Status. Although not a federal employee, Shaver nonetheless filed a motion for removal of Northern Georgia Federal Court on August 21st. In that filing, he posted a transcript of the December 14th meeting of the false GOP electors as part of a court action. It shows Trump's campaign attorney, Ray Smith, advice to the group that threw Smith under the, on pretrial release. Oh my Jesus, help us. Before we move on with the video, just a quick word from the sponsor of this video, Mammoth Nation. Thank you guys so much for your support. Save America, save our values, save our traditions. Stop using woke platforms to spend your money. Stop. This episode of The Conservative Poet is brought to you by Mammoth Nation. Mammoth Nation is a conservative marketplace where you, the patriot, can go and purchase the items that you need. Mammoth Nation is an online subscription-based platform. So you have to be subscribed in order to get all the wonderful discounts. You can get up to 70% discounts on so many of the stores. They have phone services, services for food, traveling, hotel. They refuse to let anti-American companies join their platforms. The vendors have been carefully vetted and have been approved of conservative American values, which is one of the reasons we have partnered, because I do love what they offer. I love that they are offering opportunities to American vendors and American creators as well. So we are trying to put America first here. And that's one of the things we do on this channel. And so I support Mammoth Nation and what they do to put conservative American businesses first. So visit Mammoth Nation today so you can get the discounts that you deserve with American made products. So use code AmaniaS, that's AMANIAS. Again, that's AmaniaS for your discounts today on these amazing opportunities. Chesebro, lawyer, was the first to suggest that alternative Trump electors could be, and how much he's in for? 100,000. Trump electors could be recognized on January 6th. He first shared his strategy with a friend representing the Trump campaign in Wisconsin before connecting with Eastman, Trump lawyer Boris Easton, and Giuliani to coordinate across 6 more swing states, including Georgia. Charges. 7 charges. Violation of Georgia RICO. Conspiracy to commit impersonating a public officer. Count of conspiracy to commit first-degree forgery. Count of conspiracy to commit false statements in writing. Conspiracy to commit false. He's a lawyer filing documents. He's false file documents. What now? His status. Judge McPhee has accepted Willis's 23rd October 2023 trial date. Oh, he's set for October 23, but only for Chesebro, effectively serving him from the other 18 co-defendants. Chesebro has filed for a speedy trial by November 3rd, and Fannie Willis, the beast, the hammer, Fannie Willis recommended 10-3 for all 19 defendants. God, is there another row after that? Oh my God, there. Oh yeah, there is. Jesus. Sidney Powell, girl, look at you and your mugshot. We love you, Sidney Powell. The Kraken. How did we do this to the Kraken? This is insanity. Sidney Powell. I don't understand all this. I really don't. Okay. Roll. Former federal prosecutor was one of Trump's more extreme allies in the efforts to subvert the 2020 election results, voicing a series of baseless conspiracy theories, including that violating machines had been rigged for Biden. In Georgia, she alleged Governor Brian Kemp and Rassensberger, the Secretary of State, were taking payoffs as part of the scheme, a claim that unsettled some Trump allies and led to her exit from Trump's official post-election legal team. 7 charges: violation of Georgia RICO Act 2, 2 counts of conspiracy to commit election fraud, conspiracy to commit computer theft, conspiracy to commit computer trespass, conspiracy to commit computer invasion of privacy. The computers have invasion of. She's looking to invade the computer's privacy. Friends, make it make sense. They're charging her for invading the Dominion machines or whatever machines they have. That's her charges. It's absolute bananas, B. Absolute lunacy. The Kraken trying to crack the computer codes. Sidney Powell, my God. Where are we at now? What else? We're still on Sidney. What they say? She's booked and on pre-trial release. Sean Still, state senator and former GOP finance chair. Oh God, how much they got him for? 10 grand. What's his role? Now a state senator in Georgia, was a finance chairman of the state GOP in 2020. He helped organize the meeting for Trump's electors. Oh God. And served as one of the electors. He allegedly stood at the door of the room in Georgia Capitol where the group met, admitting for the check-in with their ID. The public and the media from entering the room. Yeah, it's private meetings. The media is not welcome in our meetings. So this is what they've got him in for, because he was at the meeting. He is the finance chair, and greeting people greeting the membership. Sean Hill, 10,000. What else? What else they got him? Violation of GOP RICO, Georgia RICO, impersonating a public officer. 2 counts of first-degree forgery. 2 counts of false statements. Criminal attempt to commit filing false documents. So, did all this happen at the GOP meeting? He filed papers at the GOP meeting? I don't know. This thing is making my head crazy. Status: filed a notice to remove his Fulton County criminal charges to federal court on August 24th. Booked. And on pretrial for release. Mike Roman, Trump campaign aide. Oh my God, they got the aides too. They got him for $50K. He helped coordinate the alternate elector plan with other Trump lawyers and top aides. Roman sent emails about the elector plan that were later published by the House committee that investigated January 6th. He circulated a detailed spreadsheet that kept track of each of the 7 states that Biden had won. Yeah, he won. But where he and others on the campaign were urging Trump's electors to gather and vote on December 14th. Charges: 7 counts for the aide, violation of Georgia RICO, conspiracy to commit impersonating a public officer. The aide, 2 count of conspiracy to commit first degree. Man, was that his job? Was that his job? That was his job, right? Campaign aide. He was working for the campaign. That was his job, right? That was his job, wasn't it? That was his job. Wasn't that your job, friend? 2 counts of conspiracy to commit false statements in writing. Conspiracy to commit false filings. Status: booked on pretrial release. Misty Hampton, Coffee County. Role: she made a video that went viral online soon after the election. That's a bad move there, Misty. Claiming to show that voting machines used in her county could be manipulated. They can't be manipulated. Misty, that's false, girl. You spreading conspiracy theories. Hampton told the Washington Post in May of 22 that she had allowed businessman Scott Hall into her office to hunt for proof of election fraud. Surveillance footage shows that Hampton was the elections office on January 7th when copied the county's election software. Oh my God, they looked at the software. Like Sidney Powell, she might be facing, what did they call it? Oh, let's just see. Violating computer privacy. Charges: 7. Violation of Georgia RICO. 2 counts of conspiracy to commit election fraud. Conspiracy to commit computer fraud. There it is. Conspiracy to commit computer trespass. There it is. Conspiracy to commit computer invasion of privacy. Conspiracy to commit fraud. Booked and on pretrial release. We're almost there, friends. We're almost there. Oh my God, is that a priest? They've taken in the priest. Holy Christ. All right, let's do this. This one is smaller than the rest. I probably won't be able to read it. All right. Scott Hall. Looks like I can't really read all of this. My eyes are terrible, y'all, and this writing is small. It's not like the other screen, so we'll skip this one. So, violations, I could read that. Georgia RICO, 2 counts of conspiracy, election fraud, conspiracy to commit computer theft, conspiracy to commit computer trespass, conspiracy to commit invasion of computer privacies. And then Stephen Gifford, that guy, our friend Scott Hall, was in for $10,000. Past brother, father, Stephen Gifford, Lee, Chicago pastor. They're roping up the pastor too. I thought it was bad with the aide, but they're taking the pastors too. I wish I could read what they say. I'm going to have to squint and try to get this in for the role of the pastor. It says he's in for $75,000, okay? They says the role: capture on police body camera video when officers responded to a December 2020 911 call at the home of Ruby Friedman. Oh, that was the woman and her daughter who were dealing with the ballots. That was a thought. I saw a video recently. These people doing whatever they're doing with the ballots. But yet somehow they turn it around and they turn themselves into a victim as if they were doing everything kosher. It ain't one kosher, Miss Bell. What's her name? It ain't kosher, Miss Ruby. It wasn't kosher, Ruby. It wasn't kosher. But it's amazing. You have actual footage of people literally breaking the law in the midst of violating and stealing an election, committing fraud. But they turn it around. Just like when they tell you a man can be a woman and a woman can be a man. It's the same concept. And if they tell you the sky is yellow, and if you say, nah, the sky is blue, they're going to say, no, you're conspiracy theories. Let's finish reading the good Reverend Father. The father, what did they say? One of the Fulton County election workers accused by Giuliani and Trump of counting oh yeah, that was it, the suitcases full of ballots, of illegal ballots at the vote processing site in Atlanta. Freeman called 911 after Lee repeatedly knocked on her door. Oh, she was in there counting those things, and he was in there, and he knocked on the door. So he was trying to, he was trying to talk to her about all this. Confronted in his car, Lee told officers he was working with some folks to help Rudy out and get some truths. The man of God, the man of the cloth, was trying to get some truth. What did they charge him with? Violations of Georgia RICO. 2 counts of criminal attempt to commit influencing witnesses. That's a new one. He was trying to get to the truth, but he was influencing witnesses. Conspiracy to commit solicitation? Conspiracy to commit solicitation of false statements and writings and influencing. He's booked and on pretrial release. Harrison Floyd, Executive Director, Black Voices for Trump. Oh, hello, friend. Oh, God. All right, so what did they get him for? Roll. When Ruby Friedman refused to talk to Pastor Stephen Lee, he then sought the help of Harrison Floyd, a former Illinois congressional candidate. Okay, that's what he did. So they reached out to him. 3 charges: violation of Georgia RICO and conspiracy to commit solicitation of false statements and writing influence in witnesses. That's what he did. Ruby Friedman, that was them with the boxes and boxes full of ballots, suitcases full of ballots. And these are the people that's being charged. Not the woman with the suitcase full of ballots, but the one saying, I think we should look at this woman with the suitcase full of ballots. Again, the analogy that they are upside down. Men can be women, women can be men. That's always going to be my analogy to show you the lunacy of these people. Next. Oh, I can't read this small print, so we'll skip that. Oh, they didn't charge him. Wait, he's in jail? It says no bond in jail. They put him in jail for that? Now I gotta read this. Can barely read it. He was arrested earlier for assaulting an FBI agent who was serving a subpoena in Jack Smith's grand jury. Floyd, 39, threatened 2 FBI agents who served him with a subpoena at his apartment in Rockville, Maryland on February 23rd, and is accused of body slamming an agent while screaming at the agent and his colleagues, according to an affidavit obtained by the Washington Post. He faces a charge of simple assault on a federal officer. He's in jail. No bond. They kept him. Black voices for Trump. A decent man doing his duty for his country. Again, we're living in upside down. Next one, Trevayan Cuddy, lobbyist publicist. She's in for $75K. It's really tough on my eyes, guys, to read what this is saying. Freeman, in a January 4th meeting, that an armed squad, I'm gonna skip it. If I can find it, maybe I'll link it up again. I don't know, but we're moving on. Violations of RICO charges, of course, committing false statements, and so on. She's in for 75. Status booked and on pretrial status. And then we've got Mr. Mark Meadows. Oh my goodness. I can't, my eyes, friends. It's too much to do. And Jenna Ellis, the lawyer, she's in for 100K. Mark Meadows is 100K also. Jeffrey Clark, DOJ official, 100K. So I'm gonna go again. RICO charges, violations of this, violations of that, violations for just being a Trump person. That was quite the read. My head is literally spinning because I just can't believe that this is where we are in this country. This is what these people are being charged for. There are no real crime. No real crime here. Not for any of them. There's no real crime. The only crime is that they are standing up for their First Amendment. They are standing up for what they believe in. They are standing up, or they stood up for these things. And here we are. This is what they're being roped for. But yet, Atlanta, Georgia, wherever this is happening in this Fulton County, they got real criminals running around the city, shooting people left, right, and center. I really should pull up the stats on this area in the crime, just for kicks and giggles, right? Just for kickles and giggles. Let me pull it up. Might take me a while. I'll do it off camera, and then I'll address it at that point. But I'll find it so we can stick it in here. Real crime, friends. Real crime. Real criminals with real bullets shooting real people. Right? Real drug dealers. Real drug deals going down. Crack cocaine. Real deals. Real criminals in Georgia. Fulton County. Real criminals. Atlanta. Real criminals. Real criminals. And here they are, taking on citizens who has done nothing but express their thoughts on a stolen election. It's a disgrace. It's a goddamn disgrace. Oh, it's a disgrace. So friends, I'm going to wrap this video up now, and I'm going to play around with some things. So, but here we're at the end. This is the end. And so it's a disgrace what is happening. And President Trump is gaining more and more fuel. The people, we the people, are behind him even more, because people are seeing this for exactly what it is, a dog and pony show, political witch hunt, trying to suppress an election, trying to steal another election. This is what we are looking at, friends. But Trump is gaining. His sails are rising. The wind is lifting him. And the power of the people is going to carry him. And the Lord thy God our Father in heaven is holding him up to get this job done in the name of Jesus. So friends, thanks again for watching. Like, share, comment. Let's have some fun in the comments. Let's have some fun in the comments, y'all. I enjoy that so much these days. I'm really enjoying our time in the comments. So y'all comment so we can chat it up in there. And I say thank you to everybody that do comment. If I don't support your thoughts, I do say thank you for your comment. So if you see that, just know I just don't care for your thought, or I don't I'm not feeling the same thing, but I'll say thank you for participating in the conversation just the same. So like, share, subscribe, and I'm going to try to get some shorter clips of this out there. This is going to be a very long video, but I'm going to get some short clips out there so y'all can get it in bite sizes, and so we can do this thing. Thank you to all of the new subscribers. And I was looking at my stats, and I have a lot of people in Canada. I have a lot of folks in the UK. I have a lot in India. I was like, wow, the conservative poet is really doing some things, man. We're reaching worldwide people. So I'm loving it. And I've got some folks in Africa. Man, I love it. Thank you guys for being a part of this. I'm excited to grow this channel. Like, it's gonna be a beast. And with your help, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get to 10,000 by Christmas, and we're gonna get everything I need to get this channel really moving. So 10,000 by Christmas, y'all. I was praying for it. I'm thanking you now for making me there and getting me there to 10,000 by Christmas. And with the way the channel is moving, hell, we might just get to 50,000 by Christmas. That would be an amazing Christmas present. So in any event, I'm going to let go now. Thank y'all. I'll see you in the next video.